Hi. Okay, so there is a group of people. Catfish Billy, though. There we go. There is a group of people, I'll say, not women, it's people. But it's feminine energies. And a lot of feminine energies are coming out because I've had enough. They bully, they control, they push women around, they push men around, they push children around, and then they sit on their thrones and they fucking bitch. And you're like, really? And nobody says anything to them because they're the queen. Oh, God bless the queen. Oh, the queen. Like, if you actually look up the history of what the queen that just died did, I don't think you'd be praising queens so much. Like, what money does and power. So these women, these feminine energies, they attack vulnerable people. And I actually had to write down yesterday, this is how stupid my schizophrenia gets sometimes with like people who think that they can outsmart me. So Beyonce Knowles was trying to say that she only had $500 in her account and she was trying to push me out of a job so she could get more money. I had to write down that bitch is worth $500 million. Not $500, 500 million. So here she is in a dream trying to bully me, trying to get me to sit down because she needs the money more than I do. I have $100 in my account. I don't even have a job and I've been spiritually fucked with, manipulated. I've been sexually abused. I've been victimly abused. I've been beaten up. No justice has ever come to me. And Beyonce Knowles steps in front of me and says she wants to take this next thing on me. I live in a 1-bedroom apartment with my sister. I don't even have a car. I have nothing to my name. Everything has been stolen from me as if a tornado came through my life and just took everything that I've worked for. I've worked my ass off my whole life and worked for everything I got and got shit on the entire time by everybody around me. And now this bitch stands in front of me in my dream and says that she deserves something more than me. You deserve to go on the internet, bitch. That's what you deserve. I'm not a YouTube partner. YouTube doesn't give a shit about me. I'm banished off other social media platforms. Fucking the universe doesn't like me. I get it. I understand that. But I'm never going to go away, so eat it. Like I say a lot of times, man, if spiritual attack's coming in and somebody's going to come and take something from me, I say, over my dead body. If you want to take that from me, you now have to kill me for it. I ain't easy to kill. 3 suicide attempts. It didn't work. My sister and I got in a head-on collision on the way to a family dinner. Didn't die. This is how psychic I am. We were on our way, my sister and I were on our way to a pancake breakfast up north. And you know, it's back roads, right? You're going 80. Fucking, you don't care. Your seatbelt's not on, right? We were listening to Papa Roach. I specifically remember I put in the Papa Roach CD. I was looking down. My sister was driving. It was this long stretch. And coming up was a stop that these people had perpendicular to us. So we were just allowed to go 80 miles an hour. They were supposed to stop. So I go down. I changed the CD. This was like fucking 17 years ago. I changed the CD. I realized that my seatbelt's not on. And I kept seeing in my head, before I even knew what a third eye was, I kept seeing in my head my sister and I going off the road into the ditch. So I went, Court, let's put on our seatbelts. I don't know, I'm getting a weird feeling that we're going to end up in the ditch or something like that. She's like, really? And like, no matter what, if I told her something, she always takes it very seriously because she knows I don't say it unless I have to, because I don't want to freak anybody out. It's not my goal in life, it's to scare you. And I put on my seatbelt, she put on her seatbelt. We went through this small town, Omimi, and then came out, and we went on that stretch. So it was about, I don't know, not even the whole next song. Like the CD barely even started. And I looked down again. I think I was adjusting the volume. My sister goes, oh shit, slams on the brakes. I don't even look up. We hit this woman going fucking 95 miles an hour. Like, we should have died. Like if I mean, everybody knows airbags don't do shit. Okay, airbags probably would have killed us, to be honest, because the airbags came off everything. I thought this fucking car was on fire, and my intuition came in with it, and like I said, I was like maybe 20, maybe not even, I think I was like 19, 18 maybe. I didn't know what a third eye was. I didn't know what intuition was, but something said, like, put on your seatbelt, like something could happen. Because I mean, where we were driving, there was a creek on the one side of us, right? Like, these roads are small, and like, you go off them, you're gonna get hurt, right? Tell me how I can't lie. I can't lie. I haven't been able to lie for years, which is good because I don't physically want to lie, but like, I think I'm onto something. Did you hear that? Ding, 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 ding. Oh my God, transition. I told you. It's death spells. What's this? Ooh, soulmates. So, I see, like, when I see that coffin, man, sure, it can say transition, but we all know what transition means sometimes. It's our time to shine through the down, glorified by what is ours. We fall in love. We fall in love. What's the best idea I ever had? This was the best idea I ever had. Found a box of sharp objects. What a beautiful thing. My words, you realize how sharp your words can be? They are weapons. They ain't curse words. They're weapons. I don't like your mouth. Yeah, because you don't like what I'm saying. Okay. Palm tree in reverse, stability. I'm telling you, something's happening. Over my dead body. Like, I won't let anybody get away with anything. Literally, over my dead body. You want to play Russian roulette? Oh, I'm shaking now. Oh, I tell you, people that think they're gonna get away with something, it irks me, because it's like, I don't know if another life, I mean, I know in this life, I've been in prison, in spiritual prison for I don't know how long, because my parents keep telling this judge that I'm doing something wrong, so the judge believes them because they're my parents. Like, I've been in spiritual jail for quite a long time. I know what it is, and I've never done anything, so, ooh, heartbroken and heart with a key. Oh goodness, this has something to do with your heart. So this is somebody who's got some type of key on you. Like, it's almost like I did hear that this is a open and shut case. This is an open and shut kind of situation. And somebody is gonna be mourning. I think someone's gonna die. I think a soulmate that's close to you is gonna lose their stability. And by losing their stability, and actually, this brings me to the guy, I had a guy just a week ago now die next door to me. He was a part of a homeless program. He was special. He had something, mentally wrong with him. So he had obviously led him down a road to have a drug problem and not having the right meds and stuff. And he got a roommate, and that roommate wasn't supposed to be there. He kept lying and saying that he was just staying there temporarily, but he lived there. He fucking lived there. And he tortured the living shit out of the guy that died. Like, I would wake up in the middle of the night, 3 a.m., and they are screaming. Like, it's not Jeff, it's only Frank screaming at the top of his lungs at Jeff, calling him dirty, disgusting, he needs to get up, he needs to fucking, like the shit that I would hear. And when I saw that they were getting evicted, I thought maybe, they didn't follow through with what Jeff was supposed to do, so Jeff was getting kicked out. And then my landlord said, no, Jeff died. And I went, okay, so Frank's got to move on. So now a death, because Jeff died, it forces Frank to move on, right? So now Frank, the over controlling dominant man had to go to a shelter. He had nowhere to go. I mean, I'm guessing he ended up at a shelter. I don't think he had any family, and the landlord said he had nowhere to go. And she's like, I don't give a fuck where he ends up. He's getting out of here. And I'm like, yeah, no doubt. Like, no doubt you want that guy out of here. Like, he's disgusting. He's caused so many problems. And that might be what this is like a death causes somebody to lose their instability. Right? And they're all heartbroken, but they did it. Like, it's death is a transition, and it transitions people around them, right? Like they say, if you've people who have been married for 30 plus years, when one partner dies, the other one tends to not make it for very long because they've been together for so long, right? And I feel like I thought Frank was going to kill himself before he was evicted. Like, he was told to leave on Friday. And I went, oh my God, I really fucking hope the coroner's on here on Friday to get his body. Because, like, where was he going to go? Like, he was a drug addict just like Jeff. Like, so he had to go to a shelter. He had to surrender everything. But it wasn't his. It wasn't his apartment. It wasn't his help. He could have gotten help over the 10 years that he fucking squatted with this guy. He could have got help. He could have got probably into the same program. But he didn't. He rode the back of somebody else. I mean, disability or not, people are ruthless in what they'll take. Doesn't matter how you get it. If they can take it somehow or manipulate it and use it, they will. So I feel like that's got something to do with this. Like, this is like... Yeah. Heart with a key. This person, like, I would imagine that this person's just holding on to you, like a heart with a key, right? They're the key and you're the lock, and they think that they can open and shut you all the time, right? And it's the runner with the phoenix in reverse. So it's like this person, they really didn't want this new phase. Like, they really were happy and content living in misery. Because really, yeah, listening to ego, like that's all I can hear is like these people, right? That bully others and control others. Really, it's all they're doing really is listening to their ego. They're just listening to like the darkest part of themselves, and they're like, they're pumped about hurting people. They're pumped about pissing all over things, and you're like, who taught you how to never share? Like, because what? Because things got taken away from you. Now all of a sudden you come into my life and you take away shit from me as if I owe you something. I don't owe you anything, right? And now, the way that Frank treated Jeff, I thought it was Frank's apartment. And then I found out it was Jeff's apartment, that Frank wasn't even supposed to be there. So the abusive, controlling asshole wasn't even supposed to be there. It wasn't even his place. But he bullied the other guy so much. And like, fuck, Jeff would come out on his porch in the morning sometimes and he'd be black and blue. His face would be black and blue. Frank, nothing on him. And then we'd go like, hey, you all right? Oh yeah, I just fell off my chair last night, drunk. No, you didn't. Frank kicked the shit out of you, but he wouldn't hit him back. Right? It's like, and I said this to my sister about being spiritually attacked by somebody. I'm like, they keep thinking I'm gonna hurt them. They keep thinking because they're hurting me, I'm going to hurt them. And then that gets me in trouble for hurting them back, when really I'm just waiting for karma. They want to hit me as bad as they want. And there's nothing I can do about it other than defend myself. I'm not going to go and hurt them. That's not me. That's not what I do. Everybody says that I always wanted to hurt people because I was so abrasive and so loud and fucking swore like a trucker, and I was so abusive. Like, well, yeah, like, look what I was around. I was around people. That's who I was raised with. Why are you blaming it on me? Like, I didn't teach myself all of this. I learned it off of you, my parents. Fucking sit down, bitch. I'm gonna fucking blame it on somebody. And that's the same with like whatever fucking reason Beyonce decided she was just gonna try to take something from me, and I'm like, so your $500 million isn't enough? My father rapes me in my dreams. He's worth like about $400,000 with his wife combined in their house, and you're coming to your broke daughter's house and raping her in her dreams because I owe you something? I don't owe shit to anybody. Clearly, I don't even have anything to fucking give anybody, and people feel great about that. right? They see that you have nothing and they still go, I can take something. I know I can ruin them in some way. Really? Really? You want to jump on that boat because everybody else is doing it? Fuck you. Why don't you be the one person that turns around and walks away? Doesn't hurt the person that's being stomped on the ground. Like, oh, and it's not just me. It is so many people hurting people spiritually, hurting people in different dimensions, never to their face, always in realms where you can't do anything. And then it comes out in 3D and that wrath comes out in 3D and people get arrested for killing people. People get arrested for beating people, for going out and taking shit out on people who don't deserve it because they have no idea what else to do with that rage. Because someone's telling them they're allowed to take everything they own and that person can't do anything about it. Like, that's how fucked these dimensions are. And it's like then people get off on that. Well, you can't do anything about it. You can't do anything about it. Yeah, but the universe will. You don't think the universe is going to take care of that? Like, yeah, it might take a little bit to come around. Let it take a while to come around. They ain't coming to me. Of course they are. They make it to everybody. There's the cops right there. They make it to everybody's door. I can't lie. They just crossed right there. Like, you don't think you're going to get caught. There's the fucking cops. Like, yeah, you're not going to get caught in this realm because you can buy your fucking way out of it. Go buy people's dreams and go steal them. Like, it gets me heated. And my sister was like, are you going to do a reading this morning? And I was up at like fucking 4:30 this morning. There was an attack. I had a fucking physical attack and then it came out through my body. And so I was up fucking 4 a.m. I didn't even know if I was going to do this. And I'm like, okay, sunglasses and a hat on because I don't have the defenses anymore to continue to defend myself off people who are just going to throw shade because they can, because everybody else is doing it. Like, and the thing is I'll do these readings until I decide I don't want to be on here. It's like somebody wants to make sure I don't make it. Somebody wants to make sure that I don't get to where I need to go. And I mean, if they continue, I won't make it. But I also ain't going to be living afterwards. That's why I say, over my dead body. You want something, you better be ready to kill me for it. Because I ain't going to give anything to anybody anymore unless it's this kind of advice and it comes through here and I feel like spiritually I can do it. Other than that, if it's just a fucking bunch of rats out there, just a bunch of greedy fucking rats that just want to suck and siphon everything off people, even though they're worth 500 million. Get a fucking life, you fucking bitch. Like that woman, if I even hear her singing in the mall, I want to vomit. She's disgusting. Most of those people in music and in TV are just disgusting. The habits that they live. Read about Seth Green. Like, honestly, like Hollywood is nothing to embrace. Like, and I give it up to the people who do it, like, especially, oh my God, Apathy, Vinny, fucking so many of my rappers that do it on the side, and they will never fucking join no Illuminati bullshit, fucking let's go kill kids and torture them and drink their blood to get famous. Like, what is famous? It's a word. It doesn't even mean anything. Oh, the more people know you, the better you're, no. Just because people know you doesn't mean anything. Fame is a word. It's a word. It just comes with money. Trump's worth $3.2 billion. He ain't never been on screen like that. Actually, that's a lie, because he was on Home Alone. Of course. Fucking devil come out right there. Like, honestly, I mean, there's so many ways to do it. There's this band I listen to in Toronto, fucking NQ Arbuckle. One of the best bands I've ever heard in my life. They charge like $2,000. They'll come anywhere. They'll sing anywhere. And they've never got a record label. I think they have their own, where they go through, but they'll never go mainstream. And I love it. I love it because people try to bitch. Oh, I can't do it unless I be famous. I can't do it. Yes, you can. Even if you're an actress. It's called stage. It's called fucking going to a play, man. Like, you don't have to be in the movies. You don't have to be on the big screen. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. And then to take people down and to get famous is even worse. So, people who take down people to get famous, people who kill people to get on top, honestly, do it. I dare you. You ain't gonna kill me. And if you do, see you on the other side, right? Like, if somebody wants to take my last $10 on me and kill me for it, great. I would love that. I mean, I would love that. I don't want to be here. This world is awful. It's awful. There's no place for me. I belong nowhere. Nobody will hire me. And when they do, they fire me instantly because I'm not what they wanted. I'm not a part of the team. I'm not this. I'm not that. Like, it's just, this place is ridiculous. Like, it's just a bunch of negatives all around. And if you don't bend over, you're fired. Well, that's nice. Give me my last check. I'd rather be anywhere but here. Like, honestly, this world better fucking change, and it better change quick, because, like, these people that are on top that think $500 million isn't enough. And clearly this person doesn't have $500 million. But the fact that they, like, it's just the fact that now they have to transition because somebody's going to die, and now they can't keep their spot anymore because it wasn't their spot to begin with. If somebody dies and you lose a position and you go down, that most likely things that you were just in that position because that person was holding you up. Like, if you worked hard for a position, then damn, you shouldn't be dropped from it just because somebody died. You should be taking over something when somebody dies, right? This person can't take over anything because they've already been taken over everything, because they say they're heartbroken. I'm so heartbroken. I need to steal from people because I'm so heartbroken. So you're gonna hurt somebody else's heart. You're just gonna go and you're gonna walk up, you're gonna kick somebody when they're down and go, oh, I'm heartbroken, but this makes me feel better. If hurting people makes you feel better, there's something wrong with you. You need help, okay? Unless they've done something to you and you want revenge, completely different. But genuinely, the whole spice of life is you don't hurt people that you don't know. It shouldn't come into your mind to hurt people that you don't know. And $500 million should be enough fucking money for somebody. I get so revved up. And then it's just gone. Like the ever-flowing channel that is inside of you. Anything can flow in and flow out. Anything. Anything. Everything is a flow alley. Just keep it flowing. Just flow. Don't stop. Don't let people stop you. People shit all over you. Physically attack you in the morning. Like, grow up. That's all I have to say to people. Grow up. If you feel like physically attacking somebody, spiritually attacking somebody is a good thing to do, then you have a lot of lessons to learn. A lot of lessons. Because people don't hurt people. No matter how low they go. You should never want to hurt somebody. There's something mentally wrong. So, check yourself before you wreck yourself. NWA. All right? Peace.